Hey everybody, I wanted to share with you a quick tip to help you reduce intense feelings of stress, fear, and anxiety. And in some cases, this may altogether eliminate it in the moment. Why this is powerful is because oftentimes when we're going through those intense emotional experiences, what we're actually doing is we're recreating a habit that we've learned how to do over time. We have a response to oftentimes an external piece of information in the environment. This could be a smell, it could be something we see, a color, a sound we hear, and we're not even consciously aware of this response. But what happens is it triggers something inside of us, and our brain goes, this is most similar to that. And if that which it's most similar to is something that was stressful, fearful, anxious, we start to experience those feelings. With all that's going on in the world right now, those are often very magnified at high intensities because for many of us, this is one of the, if not the most stressful, anxious, fearful, intense time of our lives, which will make those emotions even higher. If we play just in the space that those things are habits in many ways, shapes, or forms, and keep in mind this video is not to mitigate or make small of those types of things. What it is it's really intended to serve you. One of the things we can do with habits is we can interrupt the habit and kind of break it up. The example I'll use is think about if you're ever watching a movie and you're kind of falling asleep like this and you just feel so unbelievably tired, and then all of a sudden somebody shakes you like that. And that snaps you out of it. And then for the next little bit afterwards, you're so wide awake, you can't go back to sleep. Even though just before that, you thought you were going to pass out. Maybe you didn't even think you could keep your eyes open. So the same kind of idea is true for working with these intense emotions like this and helping breaking down some of the habits of when we start to feel ourselves go into them. One of the ways we can do that, and I teach my clients to do, is to sing out your problems. Take everything that you're fearful of, anxious about, that's bothering you, stressing you out, and sing it out to a tune. Jingle bells, happy birthday, familiar ones that have kind of an easy melody to go to. I'll give you an example of this. So what I've done is I've taken many of the common fears, stress sources that many of us are feeling right now, and I've written them down and I've put them to the tune of Jingle Bells. You can either sing this version of it, or you can write down, do your own, whatever works for you. But the point is just notice how you feel before and after. So whenever you do this process, you want to take note of, if you're on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not very stressed or fearful and 10 being maximum, where are you at? Write it down, then go through this process and spend a minute maybe at the most on it, and then notice what the shift is. All right, so here we are. You ready? And I'm not American Idol bound by any means, so I already get that. All right. The economy is going to hell. The coronavirus is looming large. Job security is meh. Home security is meh. Kids are out of school. Parents are stuck at home. Misinformation is everywhere, and social distancing is a thing. My hands are starting to bleed from washing so damn much. And to top it off, there's a global shortage of toilet paper. Oh, the economy is going to hell. The coronavirus is looming large. Social distancing is a thing. Misinformation is everywhere, but toilet paper is nowhere to be found. Oh, the economy is going to hell. Coronavirus is looming large. Social distancing is a thing. Misinformation is everywhere, but toilet paper is nowhere to be found. So just notice if you feel a little bit of difference. And again, this isn't to make small of anything or meant to be as some sort of treatment, but what it is to do is it's to give you the gift of pause. And if we can get you out of a high intense state, an 8 to a 10, and get that reduced to a 6 to an 8 or even lower, what it does is it gets you from a place of where you're in fight or flight response, which is not where we're thinking the most rationally. We're literally trying to figure out how do we survive, to it gets you to a place where you're able to think rationally. And all of a sudden you're able to approach problems not just as impossibilities, but potentially solutions. You start looking for solutions. You may see opportunities where you once only saw obstacles. And you may start to see some hope where you once felt hopeless. Anyways, I hope this helps. Let me know what your experiences of it. And if you have any questions or comments about it, post them below. All right.